Spoilers for all of Egghead and about half of the Elbaf arc. So right here, he left a comment ranking all the people in this panel, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea, and so I'm going to do the same thing. Please go read his list. I think it's very good, and put some very good points out there. Let's get into it. So I think it's pretty interesting when you look at this page like this, because I do think the 8 people down here are in the bottom 8 of the list, while the 4 people up here are in the top 4 of the list. So let's start with the bottom 8. And last, I have Emu. I mean, I just think we're not really going to see Emu actually leave Marijoa, or maybe even the Flower Room in general. Right after Emu, I think it's Dragon, as well as right above Dragon, I think is Sabo. I think their main focus is going to be on Marijoa as well. I could see Sabo more so than Dragon, because it seems like Sabo is more willing to do his own thing in terms of the revolution. Next, I think, is Garling. I mean, similar. I think he's probably going to be a Marijoa for most of the series. He's probably going to be a Dragon fight, if I had to guess. And then I also think Shamrock is right after that. I think Shamrock's a little more likely just because of Shanks. And I think Shanks is kind of likely as well. And so I could see that. And after that, we have Kobe and Kuzan. I think these two are like right in the middle of likely. Kobe, I don't think is that likely. I don't think he's strong enough to do it. And when he says he's going to oppose Luffy's dream, I think that's going to come before actually Luffy getting to Laugh Tale. And then for Kuzan, I think it's kind of similar. I think he's using Blackbeard to find his own justice, and that justice could lead him to Laugh Tale. And then the last person on the list, Akainu. I mean, I put Akainu at the highest out of these 8 because, I mean, Oda did say that he would find it in a year, which I think is kind of crazy. But also, if he defects from the world government and his goal is to stop piracy as a whole, then I think searching for the legendary pirate treasure and using it for the Marines would kind of help him achieve that goal. And then for the top 4, I think Shanks is the 4th most likely. The reason I think he's lower than the other 3 is I think he is going to die before we really get to Laugh Tale. I think he's a Blackbeard victim. I've said that before. 3rd is Blackbeard. I think Blackbeard's pretty likely, but I don't know if his main goal is going to end up being the One Piece. I think he's probably going to try to usurp Emu, but we'll see. Runner-up, I think, is Buggy. I could just see Oda playing with the gag, him failing upwards constantly all the way to Pirate King, or like I've said before, I think he could go all the way to the Empty Throne. I think that'd be pretty funny. And then most likely, I mean, it's Luffy. He's the main character. He's gonna get the One Piece. He's gonna be the next Pirate King. Like, we just know that. Okay, we know it.